Hello everybody, it's JP Nordier here from Cape Rugby TV, and tonight we come to you from the annual Western Province Rugby Football Union Awards. It is dinner time at the Cape Sun, and tonight the clubs are here and the professional rugby players are here, all to receive their accolades. Let's take a look and see what's happening behind the scenes. Right folks, we're here at the annual Western Province Rugby Awards dinner, and of course with me now is the President of Western Province Rugby Football Union, Mr. Thello Wakefield, who, as we've said many times on the show, is no stranger to Cape Rugby TV, but this is sort of what it comes down to. It's the end of the year and all the players and clubs are celebrating. Mr. Wakefield, ready for a big evening?
Absolutely, JP. This is the function of the year, and it's so nice to see all the clubs here, the professional side, the under-19s, under-21s, and all the guests at just one hell of an event.
You know, we're going to go through probably, I don't know, tons and tons of awards here this evening, and we'll catch up with you again later in the evening. But what can we expect tonight?
Well, we have some special awards, Nizam Kar, and of course some of the professional players. But the highlight of the evening is the awards to our clubs, and I'm looking forward to that because they deserve it wholeheartedly.
And of course this year you're giving away two different sections, of course the league as well as the guys who did so well at Newlands at the President's Cup.
Absolutely, that was a fantastic day. It's one of the days at Newlands that I will never ever forget. It was a very memorable day.
Well, we're going to let you go. We know what function's about to get started, and we wish you the best of luck for the night.
Thank you very much.
Folks, we're going to be back with you during the course of the evening. As they say, there's so much happening here tonight, and as you can see behind me, all of these trophies, and some of these trophies are more than 100 years old. So it's going to be a very special night tonight as we celebrate together with Western Province Rugby, the Football Union, all the clubs as well as the administrators, and of course the professional players who did so well. It's going to be really exciting. We'll bring you some of the very best interviews, and of course don't forget the highlights from Newlands over the weekend when they played in the President's Cup. We'll be back with you in a sec.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to all of you, and I trust that we will enjoy this evening. Just not for tonight, forget about all the hardships of club rugby. Dear colleagues, this is your evening. Please allow me to mention some of the highlights of the past season. Looking at schools rugby, I would like to make mention of our very successful schools weeks we had, where we were crowned as champions in the under-13, champions of the under-16, champions in the academy weeks, the girls under-16s and under-18s. And thank you to all the coaches and team management members and those behind the scenes who worked so hard to prepare our schools teams into successful units. And I just learned from Howie that our under-18 sevens team won the national competition today. Well done to them as well. Lastly, congratulations to all the clubs and individuals who will receive silverware this evening, or who has received silverware this evening. It shows that hard work pays off. Ek word gedryf deur 'n spesifieke stelling wat 'n baie belangrike outeur of skrywer in sy lewe gemaak het. Een van die bekende skrywers het eendag gesê, "What lies before you and what lies behind you can never be compared with what lies within you." Vir my, ek gee nie om wat voor my lê. Ek dink nie aan dit wat agter my is nie. Ek word gedryf met dit wat binne in my is. And to all the clubs, I wish to give you the same message. What lies before you and what lies behind you can never be compared with what lies within you. This is indeed a wonderful function. Danny, thank you very, very much. You've done a hell of a lot. to boost the image of Western Province Rugby. In conclusion, we hope to bring the Currie Cup back to Western Province Rugby. Let's go back to our Currie Cup team. And remember, doesn't matter what the contribution is, we are all right behind you. Thank you very, very much.
Are you shooting? Give me the microphone. Folks, we've been trapped. We've been trapped here. With me is Ben Momberg from Middelvlei. Ben and I are old schoolmates. Ben, lekker hier so weer by 'n club rugby function.
Absoluut fantasties. Weet dit is my so inspiring om 'n slag hier te wees, nee. Dit is om al die mense te sien en spesifiek omdat WP so op 'n lekker rol is op 'n oomblik.
Jong, ek sien ook ons het so 'n lekker glasie rooi Middelvlei en ek het 'n glasie wit Middelvlei. Bietjie kalmer vir my want ek moet natuurlik nog TV doen. Maar fantastiese wyn daar by Middelvlei.
Ja, weet jy wat nee, toe ons genadig is om die wyn te doen hiervoor het ek nie eens gehuiwer en ek het luister. My bloed is nee, dit is blou nie. Dis wit en blou. Weet, en ek het dadelik vir Sean was 'n man gewees wat gesê het, luister Ben, kan jy ons help? Sê, boy, ek is in. WP is my span. Die klubs is na my hart en ek sê, luister, kom ons doen die wyne en ek is my hele hart is in die besigheid saam met die spanne.
Jong, ek moet net vir die ouens ook sê dat jy destyds op skool die SA 100 meter rekord gebreek het. Baie mense weet dit nou nie, maar jy het natuurlik jou rugby op skool ook geniet.
Ja, ek het my rugby fantasties geniet. Atletiek was 'n bietjie in die pad gewees, maar watch out vir my seun. Hy is op pad. Ja, dis al om sinds oor so 2 jaar. So.
'n trotse rugbypa soos altyd. Ben, ons sê vir jou dankie vir die wyntjie vanaand. En hopelik gaan die ouens, een van die klubs ek dink kry daai bottel van jou vanaand en ek hoor hulle kan dit volmaak vir lang tyd.
Hulle kan daai wyn oopmaak, volmaak vir 1 keer per jaar for life. En that's it.
Fantasties.
En dan ook net daai manne wat so baie water drink as hulle klaar rugby gespeel het, daai water laat jou roes. Vat 'n bietjie Middelvlei, dit gee jou 'n bietjie huppel in jou knippel en 'n bietjie verre spoed. Cheers.
Cheers, Ben. Lekker om jou weer te sien. There we go, folks. All sorts of action here at the annual Western Province Club Rugby Awards dinner. And this is what it's all about. It's people coming from far and away, young and old, celebrating club rugby, and it really is fantastic. We'll see you in a sec. Get down to Discam now for the Healthy Living Specials. Evox Advanced Nutrition and the Protein Specialist. Get the Evox 5XL Formidable Mass 4.2 kilograms, now only $359.95. Evox 100% Whey Protein 2 kilograms, only $449.95. Get the Lean Pro Diet Protein 1.9 kilos, only $379.95, and get a free Aqua water bottle. Available at a Discam near you while stocks last. Evox Advanced Nutrition is the official sports nutrition supplier to Western Province Rugby and the DHL Stormers.
Is debt destroying your life? Matfin Money Matters has the home equity leverage plan to turn your situation around, using the difference between the outstanding bond and the current value of your property. We will help you to unlock the equity in your property, settle all outstanding debt, and clear your name at the credit bureaus. If you're a homeowner and permanently employed, visit matfin.co.za or SMS debt to 31022.
So it looks like it's all getting ready for a big night of action here at the Cape Sun, where it is the annual awards dinner. But of course, Newlands this week past was one of the hotspots for club rugby. Of course, Durbanville was up in the finals against Belhar. That was a game that was one of the top ones to look out for, not to mention the fact that Franschhoek was up against Langa and Milnerton were up against Villages. Let's first now take a look at some of the highlights from the match. Durbanville up against Belhar.
Out!
1, 2, 3, lower. 6,
9, 6, 7, 7, 7. Offside. Stay out, lost.
So it was all action at Newlands, and of course we managed to catch up with the coach of Durbanville. He was here this evening, but let's see what he had to say on the day at Newlands as they walk away with the Grand Challenge title trophy. There's Jan Loopscher, the coach of Durbanville. Folks, with me now is Jan Loopscher. He is the head coach at Durbanville. Jan, fantastic season for you guys.
Yes, it didn't start off so well. We had 2 wins out of 5, the first 5, and after that it's now 11 on the trot, so we're smiling big because we worked hard.
Yeah, we were looking in the magazine and we saw www. I thought it was a website, but it was just win, 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 win all the way through the season. You played neutral ground at City Park, as I was talking to Al Conroy now, but Newlands, it's a real, like another scenario altogether.
I think that is something very, very special for club rugby, and it's, I want to compliment the Western Province for giving us the opportunity for club rugby and for the communities to come and have a final year, because during the year you play hard at one another's venues, and this is something special because big players played here before, and I think when it's youngsters, this is maybe also a start for them for the future.
And I see they gave you the bad luck changing room, but it didn't make a difference.
No, when you got the Lord on your side, none of those things is appropriate.
Jan, well done. You guys are a fantastic day, fantastic team. You guys have been on the, just all the way, always on the top. Well done.
I must say, I'm very proud of the boys and their work ethic. This year we had a lot of injuries, but every time the spirit in the team was so good. When somebody new came in, it felt like we were playing together for a long time, and that is something special.
No, that's fantastic. Yeah, well done. Go enjoy the moment.
I will. Thank you very much.
Well, as you can see, Jan is of course a very happy man and was celebrating on the day at Newlands as they walked away with the Grand Challenge title. But the captain, the man who led the team to the final on the day, was of course Al Conroy Botha. Him and his team were ecstatic. Let's catch up with Al Conroy now and see what he had to say after the game at Newlands. Folks, I'm here with Al Conroy Botha. He's of course the captain of Durbanville. Al Conroy, great dag vir julle vandag, né?
Ja, het was 'n lang seisoen, maar ek wil sê everything Kelke het na die wedstryd toe gekom. 'n Great game gewees. Bella het ons baie moeilik gemaak, maar op 'n einde van die dag gewen is 'n wen, ons sal hom vat, maak nie saak hoe hy kom nie.
Vertel ons bietjie, hoe was dit vandag op Nieuweland? Ek meen, julle het neutraal grond gespeel voorheen met City Park, maar Nieuweland 'n ander storie.
Nieuweland is 'n ander storie, hele ander emosie wat daarbey het, al die tradisie wat hier is. So om 'n wen hier te kry en net hier te speel is 'n groot eer.
Hy's wel gedaan, julle het great gedoen.
Thank you so much. Dankie.
So we get to the new award. It's the Adidas MVP award. It's the 3rd year that this award is being handed out. In 2012, the first time it was handed out, went to walked away with it. Last year, deal 3. The Adidas MVP player of the year is Nizam Khan. National number 8, playing number 6 in Super Rugby. He's moved back into number 8 in the current cup and will start for the Western Province. 2014 Players Player of the Year.
folks, at the Western Province Rugby Football Union Awards. And finally, we get him on TV. He's a very, very busy man. Nizam Khan walks away with 2 trophies tonight. I'm going to tell you about that in a second. Nizam, how are you feeling?
No, good, great. Really fortunate to be here and still going for the season. No injuries, injury-free, so it's really good to be here.
Listen, I'm not even going to talk to you about too much about the professional stuff here. I got to ask you, do you know what you mean to the club rugby guys out there? Have you got any idea?
Look, my brothers are playing club rugby, so I go from, you know, when I have a chance, I go down to watch Caledonian Roses, Primroses, and even Collegians. I got some family playing there, so the amount of people running to me is quite overwhelming, but to a certain extent I do, but I try not to let those things go to my head. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't need to go to your head. I think from our side, we can tell you, because maybe you don't always realize it, because we know that you guys have got a hectic schedule. It's so busy. Is that in the community space, everybody needs leadership and someone to look up to. And while you're not always on camera, we're always talking about you. And you know, Sadiq, our camera guy, has often spoken about your commitment to your religion, and that this has made such a difference to people's lives. I think we just want you to know that, because we know that you're very busy. But anyway, so you don't have to pat yourself on the back. I'm patting you on the back. Let's quickly talk about the awards tonight. First of all, this was the Players' Player of the Year. Now, this is a big one, because it's the credit you get from your team.
From my peers. Look, it's very overwhelming that I got this from my own teammates. And I said to Pat this morning, who did he vote for?
Pat Salier or Pat Kim?
Pat Salier, yeah. So I said he can't vote for himself, and he obviously did. So, but I'm just kidding. But look, it's really nice that you get recognized by your players.
Yeah.
That is really special to me. And 2014, it's been an unbelievable season. Really, been great. It had its ups and downs, but quite an enjoyable season. And to walk away with this one here, it's really a big one to me. And like I said earlier to the journalist, that I don't pride myself on these things. If I could, give it to my teammates and my coaches for believing in me, giving me the opportunity. That's what it's about. So it's not about the trophies and man of the matches, but to get this accolade is really, a big one. Yeah.
Now the other one is, of course, the Golden Boot year. Now this is the Adidas MVP, Most Valuable Player of the Year. Now, I remember it was 4 or 5 years ago, before Cape Rugby, that you were playing, and you were quite a few kilograms lighter than you are right now. Did you think at that stage that it would land up here?
Definitely not. Look, I always wanted to be a rugby player, also a professional rugby player, but I didn't know it was going to happen this soon. And it's just been an unbelievable experience. To get this award from Adidas, it's obviously really special and one that will go down in memory lane. So
I don't think these boots are going to fit you though.
I'll force my foot into it. So look at it. It's really special, it's.
Now remember, Dwayne van Meulen got one of these 2 years ago, and it was quite a lot bigger. I think it was a size 4. Anyway, I'm going to have to put that in my arm. Listen, Nizam, it's always a pleasure. Really, I think it makes a big difference to us talking to you and to the people out there. They're going to be so proud. And I know that tonight already we've put out a couple of tweets, and they're going to be retweeted in their thousands. So, well done.
Thank you very much, JP. Appreciate it.
Here we go, folks. Nizam Khan, our Cape Rugby, I don't know, hero, baby. What do we say? Before we go, I quickly want to do something. I want to leave the camera just like that. Sadiq, come here. Okay, we got to introduce you quickly to Sadiq, otherwise known as Khat. Khat, say hello to Nizam.
How's it, Nizam?
And say salam alaikum.
All right, folks, so if you haven't met Sadiq...
I'm trying to follow the,
you got a long way to go. You got about 45 kilos. There we go, folks. We'll see you after the break. Get down to Dis-Chem now for the Healthy Living Specials. Evox Advanced Nutrition and the Protein Specialist. Get the Evox 5XL Formidable Mass 4.2 kilograms, now only $359.95. Evox 100% Whey Protein 2 kilograms, only $449.95. Get the Lean Pro Diet Protein 1.9 kilos, only $379.95, and get a free Aqua water bottle. Available at a Dis-Chem near you while stocks last. Evox Advanced Nutrition is the official sports nutrition supplier to Western Province Rugby and the DHL Stormers.
Is debt destroying your life? Matfin Money Matters has the home equity leverage plan to turn your situation around, using the difference between the outstanding bond and the current value of your property. We will help you to unlock the equity in your property, settle all outstanding debt, and clear your name at the credit bureaus. If you're a homeowner and permanently employed, visit matfin.co.za or SMS debt to 31022.
Get so much more for so much less at Tata Westenburg, like the Tata Indigo Vista Ego, from only $999 per month and 72 months to pay. This includes a service, a roadside assistance plan, license, registration and number plates. Only at Tata Westenburg Brackenfell. SMS the words Vista Ego to 32010 and one of our service consultants will be in touch. Terms and conditions apply.
Tata is a good buy for sure.
The DLG Western Province best forward at under 21 level, Singapore Norche. DHL Western Province most promising senior back, Cheslin Colby. Best back, Daniel Dalende.
Folks, we're here at the Western Province Rugby Football Union annual awards dinner, and with me now is Damian Dalende, legendary, world-famous Springbok rugby player who originated from the ranks of club rugby in Western Province. Dave's you the Western Province Rugby Best Backline Player of the Year, is that correct?
Yes, JP, thanks very much for saying all that nice things, man. Not a legend, but hopefully one day I will be there.
Listen, but you don't know how much of a legend you are. The club rugby guys think you're like walking on water. How are you enjoying the Springbok tour?
Yeah, it was a great experience. I didn't get to play that much as I would have liked, but just being in the squad was quite an awesome feeling, and being with such legendary players was quite spectacular.
Just tell us quickly,
Spectacular for me, yeah.
I know the moment is probably quite big here. Tell us a little bit about tonight's award, Backline Player of the Year, and here at the event with Western Province. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's always nice to get recognised for doing what you love. So yeah, and doing what you do on the field. So yeah, I'm greatly appreciating that.
Show us the trophy. Let's have a look. You don't put anything in this, do you?
No. Nothing, no.
Damian, nice to chat with you again. Congratulations, I think it's well deserved. And you are our favourite backline player of the year.
Thanks so much. Thank you. Man.
Here we go, folks.
The second season in the Cape.
It's the annual Western Province Rugby Football Union Awards dinner. With me now is the Western Province Rugby Forward of the Year. Was it Forward of the Year, or how did they title it? Congratulations, Mike.
Yeah, thank you very much. No, I think it was the most promising Forward of the Year. So yeah, that's the official title. And yeah, very stoked and honoured to get that award.
You know, folks, if you don't know, it's Michael Rhodes. Now, you would have seen him post-match interviews, of course. Michael, I must say to you, probably, if it wasn't the most promising forward, you must be the coolest forward of the year.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I take that as a compliment. But yeah, just very stoked to get an award. You never expect to get them, but when you do, it's always a bit of a perk and a privilege.
Well, the reason I say that is, you know, we come and chat to you guys after the game, and a lot of the club rugby guys don't have a chance to meet you guys and see you. So in the club rugby TV space, for them it's a real thing, and you always take the time, a few seconds, win or lose, after every game you've come out and said hello. So I've got to say thanks to you. I know that those occasions are big, and you seem to be enjoying every minute.
Yeah, no, you know, we've got so much support down here in the Cape. it's not very much to ask to give some back, and I'm always happy to meet a couple fans, give out a few signatures if I can after the game, and we just really appreciate the support we get down here. It's something really special about Newlands, about the Cape supporters.
No, it's amazing, and it doesn't take that much, just to go say hello.
No, not at all. It's the least we could do for the support we get week in and week out here at Newlands, and I'm sure most of the players down here are happy to do it.
Mike, listen, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Certainly one of Cape Rugby TV's favourite forwards.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Keep well.
Sean, Mike.
Cheers, bye-bye.
DHL Western Province, most promising senior back, Cheslin Colby.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're of course here still at the Western Province Rugby Football Union annual awards dinner. It happens every year. Tonight it's at the Cape Sun, and of course he's no stranger to the Cape Rugby TV, and is probably, as we now know, the darling of Newlands, Cheslin Colby. Chesy, you are Western Province Rugby's most promising backline player of the year. How are you feeling?
Thanks, for me it was a great honor and a privilege to be nominated as backline and promising player of the year. But I think with that comes credit to the team and just what we have done throughout the year and just helping me with my injury times that I had at the beginning of the year. So I think each and every credit to the coach and the coaching management team and the players as well. So I just want to say thank you to them.
You were injured for a little bit. How did you get through that? Did you just follow the instructions? Tell us a little bit about that. It's a bit tough being off the park.
Yeah, for youngsters especially, it's very tough being off the park because you're always excited to go out there every Saturday just to enjoy yourself on the field. But with rugby, there comes ups and downs. So I think the downwards is just the way you're going to get up from that. And just being out for 3 months with a knee operation, I think, was for me a great challenge. First of all, I think it's a mental toughness thing that you have to face. So you learn a lot of things, but with that comes a lot of hard work as well, and just come back to down to earth. Yeah.
I've got to ask you, I've been dying to ask you this now for so long. When you're running, and I mean, you've got one of the best steps in world rugby, is it that the bigger the guy is, the happier you get? Because they just don't have a chance.
I think that's a question I asked myself also, but you have to look at your opponents and just choose the critical opportunities to take on some defenders. But I think as a small guy, you have to avoid as much contact as possible. But yeah, it's just at home, you just learn running around
because
in the house.
Because steps are lekker.
Yeah, so just learn running around the house. So just enjoy it.
Especially if the dog's chasing you.
Yeah, then you have to take out some pace.
Chesy, congratulations. You're Western Province Rugby's most prospering back, which is kind of hard to say because, I mean, you've been in so long. But yeah, well done and nice chatting with you. Always great for our Cape Rugby fans to get touch base with you.
Thanks, Jeff, and thanks for Cape TV as well for all their hard work.
We're loving it. We're loving it. Thanks. Lekker.
We now move on to the Women's Player of the Year, Danita Wenzel. Well done to Danita and the Western Province women's team who made it to the semi-finals of their competition this year.
Dames en heren, ons is hier by die WP Rugby Unie se jaarlikse prysuitdeling. Natuurlik saam met my nou is Danita Wenzel. Danita is die vroue speler van die jaar by WP Rugby. Danita, hoe voel jy nou?
Ja, ek voel geëerd. Dis lekker, ek's baie dankbaar en ja, dis harde werk pays op.
Vertel 'n bietjie vir die mense oor jou rugby loopbaan en hierdie trofee wat jy vanaand gewen het.
Ja, ek het 2010 begin rugby speel by Maties en aangegaan in WP gehaal en ook Springbok gehaal en my hoogtepunt hierdie jaar is om wêreldbeker te gaan.
En julle het nou natuurlik Saterdag en Sondag by City Park die vroue klubkampioenskappe gespeel.
Ja, ons het dit gehad. Ek speel tans by Milnerton en ons kon ongelukkig is nie daarby deel geneem.
Natuurlik Nolien Oosthuizen en jy het dit weggesny.
Ja, sy het.
En hoe gaan dit daar?
Nee, dit gaan goed. Dis lekker om nie te wees by 'n klub en hulle sit soveel vir ons in en soveel werk wat sy vir ons doen. Dit is baie lekker.
Nou jou vorentoe by WP, hoe sien jy gaan dit nou?
Ja, nee, het is altyd nog hoër. Mens kan nie net stop nie. Ja, ek sien uit na volgende jaar en ons wil definitief weer die beker Kaap te bring.
Fantasties. Wel, hierdie beker is jou vanaand. Jy is die WP Rugby se vroue speler van die jaar en weer eens wel gedaan.
Baie dankie JP, baie dankie. Ek waardeer dit.
There we go, folks. Women rugby player. Women's rugby is really getting bigger and bigger. We'll be back with you in a sec.
Thank you very much.
Right, folks, we went down to Newlands over the weekend, and of course it was all action. It was Milnerton up against Villagers on the day, and well, you saw me catching up with Eddie Theron there. Eddie, let's quickly look at the interview that you did with me on the day at Newlands. Let's check this out. The captain of Milnerton, Eddie. Lekker win for you guys. You must be very happy. Eddie Theron, of course, the captain of Milnerton. Feel good?
Yeah, no, I'm very proud. I mean, it was tense, but we put in the training. We knew what Villagers was going to bring, and I mean, they super B champions. But we knew we heard at the start of the season we're going to be the punching bags, so we knew we had to step up the game. I mean, for us, it was just a cherry on the cake for them, but for us, it was a massive. We could win a cup, ending fourth, and that's what Newlands is about.
You know, we spoke to Ishmael on the show. He was talking about the fact that you come to Newlands, it's again neutral ground, and that you've got to kind of keep things in perspective on the day, and that you must remember to play the ball in front of you. But he mentioned now in the interview just before this that you played a big role in keeping the guys calm before the game.
Yeah, listen, it's difficult. I mean, it's one chance that you're going to play at Newlands. You never know what's going to happen next year. There might not be a President's Cup. There might not be a final. You might not make it. I mean, but you know, it's difficult because it's the home of SA Rugby, and that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Oldest rugby stadium in the world.
Hey, exactly.
You can't beat it.
Hey.
Well done, Ed.
Thanks, Ed.
Lekker, man, lekker. There we go, folks, from Newlands, Cape Rugby TV. It's been an incredible day. We started about 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's been one thing after the other. Just lots of games, and coming out here and the clubs enjoying their own home ground. After all, the clubs own Newlands. We'll be back with you guys after the break. All right, Eddie, now that was your interview. Let's quickly look at the highlights. Eddie, now you've seen the highlights, you've seen your interview. You're looking at it from the other side of the screen now. What do you think?
Yeah, no, obviously I had the interview with a few beers behind me because we were celebrating. But yeah, no, the highlights looks good. The boys picked it up, but it looks good.
Listen, tell us what's happened since Saturday. How did it go? Did you guys go celebrate and hit it hard?
We were speaking about the amount of bottles that we went through on a Saturday. So I don't think Ish will be too proud of the boys if he knows about it. But
you don't have to tell him.
Out of season now, so he did say, you know, you can celebrate a little bit. I think we deserved it.
It's quite incredible how much better your eye is looking today.
Yeah, thanks. I was thinking about it the other day, and I've got about 24 stitches now in the last 6 weeks, so I'm better than Bruce, but I'm glad it's all season now.
Listen, you guys have had a great season. Well done, Eddie. It's always such a pleasure talking to you guys.
Thank you.
Folks, with me is someone who's no stranger to Cape Rugby TV, Ishmael Dolly. Ish, big one for you guys today. They said you were the underdogs. You came out here against the mighty Villagers. Victory.
Unbelievable. The guys really wanted it, and I think that hats off to our guys. I mean, we were written off from the start, and to beat the Super League, Super B champions is a feat on its own.
What's it feel like at Newlands? I mean, we spoke about this on the show, about being level-headed.
It's amazing. I mean, at the beginning, guys were a bit tense, guys were a bit throwing the toys a bit out of the cot, but our captain, he did a really great job, brought our guys together, and we started to focus, and we just got the job done.
Was it, as you said, going to be a game that's more of strategy?
To a certain extent, I think we outplayed Villagers to a certain extent. I don't think they were in the game only to the latter part of the game.
Yeah.
But hats off to our guys. I think they stuck to our structures and what has worked for us and what has brought us to this point. We never deviated away from what worked for us, and that was key.
Well done. It's been a great season. Win or lose,
Awesome.
everything's been
Yeah,
good.
thanks for you. Eh?
Yeah, lekker. Folks, now, if there's a team that's done really well this year, it's of course Franschhoek United. Not only winning the President's Cup Challenge, but also winning the league. And with me now is the coach of Franschhoek, Garland Alberts. Garland, jy's seker happy om met hierdie knoop.
Wel, ek is baie happy want dat ons manne het hard aangesit, hulle het 'n doel gestel en hulle het dit bereik. En aan die begin was dit gewees vir Nieuweland spelers maar net 'n bonus. En dan gelukkig het raak die bonus championship en ons manne het hard voorberei en dis bly ons gekom.
Een van die games waar ons julle gekyk het was daai game teen Langa. En dit was 'n close game daar. Hoe het julle gebou na dit?
Wel, ons het dan baie aspekte gewerk met meestal negatiewe goedes en ons manne het besef jy kan nooit groter as die game wees nie.
Ja.
Jy moet altyd daar onder wees en dis wat ons manne aangespoor het en dat ons weer vir Langa gekry het en nuwe besluit hoor. Ons gaan ook skoonskip maak en dan so skuld vir hulle groot.
Dis nogal snaaks hoe die wiel draai, né?
Die wiel draai, ja.
Maar daai resultaat op Langa by tuisgrond vir hulle, het nie julle rigting gegaan nie, maar die wiele toe teruggekom vir julle.
Ja, gelukkig het die ons kant toe gedraai en ek bedoel ons kan net vorentoe beweeg.
Colin, luister, ek weet jou daai ding is seker swaar, maar congratulations, julle het 'n great season gehad.
Baie dankie hoor. Baie dankie.
The champions in Super League C, and of course beating Langa on the day at the President's Cup. Yeah, well done.
Okay, thank you, JP.
Folks, with me now is Keegan Bayers. Of course, he's been on Cape Rugby TV with us before. Keegan, you just won the top 8, and of course, you won the league.
Yeah.
So, how are you feeling? I mean, this is what we were talking about on the show.
Yes, it feels great to...
show the guys the trophy, bring it up here, yeah.
It actually feels great to talk about winning a trophy and then actually winning it. And it's a very proud moment for our club. We came first. Our first and our second team won the top 8, so we're quite chuffed. It's a huge stepping stone for us.
I got to ask you. Sorry, I'm jumping in because we still got to interview so many people. Just come a little bit closer to me. After the show, when you came on for the show, did you have any feedback from the guys at the club?
Too much feedback. You would not believe the amount of things I got told, but it was really great. And I'm glad that I got our club on the map and that there's a public that knows about our club, and it's awesome.
Listen, I've got to just say, you're doing an incredible job. I've got to shake your hand. I know you guys did well, on the field, but I think yourself personally, you need a lot of credit for the work that you're doing off the field. So, tonight's trophy is more than just the result. It's actually the work that you've done off the field, so well done.
Thanks a lot, JP. Cheers, guys.
Look how shy he is. Off he goes. There's a captain of retreat. Let's bring him in here now. We're sitting on the other side. Now he's all the way back here. Congratulations, man. I think you should introduce yourself to the fans out there because they all want to know who's the captain of retreat.
Yeah. My name is Craig Farland. I'm the captain of the first team.
And you find Craig in the front row at retreat.
No,
Are you not playing there?
Not yet. Slowly moving forward, to the front line.
Craig, listen, we were just talking to Keegan. You guys have had, again, a great season. And, last time we were out there was when you guys did that reunion. Yes. And we haven't seen you. And of course, you've been to some of the social media lectures, and we've known each other for a long time now. Lekker season for you guys.
Absolutely. We had a very good season, and I put it down to consistency and commitment from everybody in the club.
Would you say that beating Massey was your big one?
I think that was a big catalyst in the consistency that we had, and from there on we had an unbeaten run of 13 games to close out the season. So I did think the guys were psyched up a lot for that game, and that really was the catalyst to the success.
Craig, we've watched you from the side, so I think as one of the captains, we've obviously watched you from the side for a long time now, and I think you've got quite a big reputation for yourself in the social media circles in Western Province Rugby. So from our side, congratulations. I think you guys deserve this trophy, and Keegan can't stop bragging about it. Look at that big smile. Craig Shot.
Thank you so much.
Great stuff, man. Talking to you guys is such a pleasure.
Thank you.
Okay, folks, so we sometimes, just like in radio, you can't always put a face to the voice, all right? Now, in print, you obviously can't always put a face to the writing. With me now is Stephen Nell, Chief Rugby Writer at Die Burger. Stephen, you and I have known each other a long, long time. What did you think of the awards tonight?
Just before that, I just want to say, well, in spite of working for the newspaper, I've got a face for radio. But yeah, I know that you're talking about face.
Yes.
But yeah, no, great evening, fantastic, and so deserved for a guy like Nizam Kai.
Yeah.
And the ultimate award, to get it, Players Player of the Year, that means recognition from your peers.
You rate that one.
Yeah, and that's just fantastic for Nizam. What a season he's had, even at open side flank. He's a number 8, but he excelled at open side flank.
Did you think 4 years ago that's where he would get to? I mean, 5 years ago, he's a little bit lighter than 9. Now he's dominating.
I was always a big fan of Nizam because he's so skilled. From the days that you could see him play Varsity Cup for the Ikes, he was fantastic. I almost
forgot about that.
But very sad in 2012, obviously he did the knee.
Yeah.
So then the big worry was, would he come back?
Yeah.
And he came back with a vengeance.
What do you think about the rest of the evening? I mean, it's a real collaboration of club rugby and administrators and professionals and juniors and seniors all come together.
It's always, it's an annual function, this, and I think it's a very important one. I mean, Western Province have, without a doubt, the most vibrant, club setup in the country. It's amazing, and it's really important for people to celebrate the achievements like this. And I think you can see from how passionate the leadership of Western Province is, with Mr. Thelo Wakefield and Rob Wagner. These guys
we're going to catch up with them now.
Are really passionate. Yeah.
Just on a final note, how important is club rugby in terms of the bigger picture of world rugby?
Look, club rugby is the base of rugby. Particularly in Western Province, it goes far beyond just rugby.
Yeah.
It's a community involvement. It's so important to the community. So it's just
not only to become a professional money-making player, but just to have social activity.
To have social activity, it focuses children in the right direction. It harnesses the passion of the community for rugby. So it's just absolutely wonderful.
I think you hit the nail on the head there, Stephen. Listen, I'm going to say good night to you. It's been long. It's been a long night of awards. I mean, the amount of trophies these guys give out on awards nights.
And obviously, if you start interviewing journalists, then it's really becoming. You've got a lot of programming to do.
Get down to Dis-Chem now for the Healthy Living Specials. Evox Advanced Nutrition are the protein specialist. Get the Evox 5XL Formidable Mass 4.2 kilograms, now only $359.95. Evox 100% Whey Protein 2 kilograms, only $449.95. Get the Lean Pro Diet Protein 1.9 kilos, only $379.95, and get a free Aqua water bottle. Available at a Dis-Chem near you while stocks last. Evox Advanced Nutrition is the official sports nutrition supplier to Western Province Rugby and the DHL Stormers.
Is debt destroying your life? Matfin Money Matters has the home equity leverage plan to turn your situation around, using the difference between the outstanding bond and the current value of your property. We will help you to unlock the equity in your property, settle all outstanding debt, and clear your name at the credit bureaus. If you're a homeowner and permanently employed, visit matfin.co.za or SMS debt to 31022.
Get so much more for so much less at Tata Westerberg, like the Tata Indigo Vista Ego, from only 999 per month and 72 months to pay. This includes a service, a roadside assistance plan, license, registration and number plates. Only at Tata Westerberg Brackenfell. SMS the words Vista Ego to 32010 and one of our service consultants will be in touch. Terms and conditions apply.
Tata is a good buy for sure.
Our next first round winner, Paul Region First Team, Lower Paul. First round winner, subject 17 and Regions 2.
Folks, we're here at the Western Province Rugby Football Union annual awards dinner, and no first team is any good if they haven't got a second team and a good third team. Now, young Wesley's Craig Hendricks is the captain of the second team. Craig, you guys won the league in the second team structures. How are you guys feeling tonight?
Very excited, as you can see, but unfortunately we had to stay in this league, but hopefully next year.
Yeah, but it's more than that, though. I mean, Young Wesley's, your marketing is good, your community is loving it. Club Rugby is good at Young Wesley's. It's been one of the more positive clubs that Wesley Cape Rugby's visited this year. I mean, you feeling good?
Yeah, too much, as you can see.
I want to bring Philip in here. Philip, come inside here with me. Bring your podcast samen here. Philip, how do we talk to youngsters like this? Craig and over here, who I'm trying to explain, must be happy. I mean, I know you didn't get promoted in that, but you've had a good season.
Yes, of course. We must be proud of our players now, because we didn't make it to go up now, but definitely for the next season we will go up. And I'm trying to motivate them as from now onwards.
He looks a bit shy to me.
Yes, he will be. So, I mean, maybe first time, right? Always the first time, but a bit of stage fright. But
are you gonna stick around at Young Wesley's? You're seeing your way to the top. You're gonna captain that first team.
Yeah, I was born there, so obviously I must stick there.
Listen, Craig, and I'm gonna say congratulations to you. I know we've got to get these guys to smile more. Philip, listen, the PR around Young Wesley's, without you, we would never know about some of the games there. So congratulations to you. I've said the same thing to many of the other clubs, and it's guys like yourself that makes club rugby wheels keep turning.
Yes, we're trying to make it excited for the players, not only for the players, also just to get the community involved. As you know, our community, we need all this kind of sports and things like that to get them
and it's
together.
been a terrible winter for you guys.
Yes, but we will keep it up.
No, we got to smile at the camera. There we go, folks.
Thanks.
All right, Philip and Craig from Young Wesley's, guys winning the second team trophy tonight. Yeah, Philip, well done. We'll see you guys next year.
Yes, thanks, man. Thank you.
Go,
Thanks
folks.
to you.
Right, folks, if you're watching this show now, you will know that it's a Rag Rugby on Wednesday. All right, but one of the, at least, right, folks, if you're watching the show now, you'll know that it's Rag Rugby against Silvertree on Sunday at City Park. But with me now are three of the leaders at Kelly's. Noor, it's been a good season for you guys.
Yes, it was a very good season, but we slipped at the end of the season. Where the first team is concerned.
Please don't tell me you slipped against Young Stars.
Yes, we did.
What do you make of that game?
We think we didn't use our chances, but that is one of the things that happen in rugby. If you don't use your chances, then you lose the game.
The Rag is coming up. It's going to be a big one. You expecting a lot of people?
Yes, normally our Rag match, it draws quite a huge crowd. And I think, it's a good exhibition for our youngsters also. I mean, it's the 5th year now that we're playing now against Silvertree. So everybody's looking forward to the game itself, yeah.
Noor, just quickly as we wrap it up, what can we expect on Sunday? And folks, it's now Wednesday, so, and of course you could be watching the repeat now on a Saturday as well. So expect either in 5 days' time or tomorrow morning for the Rag at City Park. Come down. Noor, just quickly for the folks that are watching now, what can the folks expect on Sunday, and what time does it start?
It starts at 9 o'clock from the age of 7 right up to the Old Crocs. That starts just before the senior first team is playing. And hopefully all the families must come down having a wonderful day, and very exciting rugby will definitely be produced on that day.
Of course, a lot of history in that. So, folks, make sure that you come down. Rugby on Sunday starting at 9 o'clock with the kids all the way through, right? Yes. That's a lot of rugby, guys. Listen, well done to each one of you. Congratulations, you've had a great season. You know, and of course, if you see Kasim Jawar out there, tell him I give him my very best.
We will do.
There we go, yeah.
One girl said it's noodle. Chicken and noodles.
Right, folks, so we started off the evening with the president of Western Province Rugby, Mr. Tello Wakefield, and we're finishing the evening with the president of Western Province Rugby Football Union. Tello, lekker night tonight.
Lekker aan, JP. Goed georganiseerd. En wat my hart die blijste maak is die feit dat as ek so oor die vloer kyk, jy weet, en ek sien die blydskap op ons klub se harte en op hulle gesigte, dan is ek tevrede. This has been a fantastic year.
And it's been a different year.
Quite different to other years, you know. It's a new competition.
Yeah.
Although we had some teething problems at the beginning of the season, we always knew that we will iron it out. And as I said earlier in my speech, I will call a seminar where I invite all the top clubs and later also speak to the other clubs. And the emphasis will be on service delivery. How can we improve on service delivery? And to me, that's very, very important. The turnaround time of answering to a letter or replying to a letter and to solve a problem, that's important.
Sports administration is no baby game.
Exactly. If a player appears before the DC today, in 2 weeks' time, he must, or less than 2 weeks' time, he or she must have the verdict. And
even the small things like the results or the logs.
The results of the log. Even if I must appoint an extra person, pair of extra hands. Tonight really showed us that we are a wonderful community in Western Province Rugby. We are one family and we need to support each other.
And so, how special was it? I mean, Nizam Khan, 2 prizes, player of the player, player of the player, and of course,
look where he started. Look where Nizam started, and I would like to confirm what I always said. There's a hell of a lot of Nizam cars out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's a hell of a lot of Nizam cars out there. Damien Dialenda, you know, and we must just go and find them. And the emphasis will be on development. And, well, next year will be a tough year, especially for the selectors, for the coaches. Don't expect any mercy or any favors from me. Really, we're going to lay down the law, and that is it.
That's just the final word. Like, okay, behave yourself for next year. Folks, it's been an incredible night. Western Province Rugby Awards here, of course, at the Cape Sun in Cape Town. And from me and the president of the Western Province Rugby Football Union, we say to you good night, but the show's not over until the rest of the year. So keep watching every Wednesday at 9 o'clock as we bring you all sorts of action from the world of Western Province Rugby, whether it be about administration or sevens or nutrition or training or conditioning. Doesn't matter. We just keep talking rugby all the way through. Della, thank you very much for joining me and inviting us here tonight to share this special occasion. And I say to you good night.
Thank you very much, and also thank you very, very much to Cape Rugby TV. As I said earlier, you brought club rugby into the lounges of our people. Thank you very much for your contribution. And thank you to you guys out there.
There we go, folks. We'll see you again next week, same time, same place. Bye-bye.
Thank you.